Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, what a moment for this Jaguars franchise. Their first Super Bowl appearance since their founding in 1995.
And how much applause should they be getting? A ton. Why? Finally took the last step because they've been to the AFC Championship multiple times in franchise history. Finally able to step through the door, and now on the precipice of their first ever NFL title.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent franchises in American sports history. They've had a bumpy ride along the way, but they're back in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
And partner, when you say this is the first time back in the Super Bowl since 1996, Super Bowl 30, I'm blown away. One of the preeminent franchises in the NFL. You would have thought they've been here multiple times since then. The Cowboys want to add another Super Bowl title and bring it home to Dallas.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, ETN once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Off play action. Washington on the move to his left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Washington. A quick throw there is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 3. Play action now. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. The defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there. Yeah,
it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the kick goes through, and then the penalty, that will add some yardage to the upcoming kickoff.
And now you got a choice about how you want to proceed, because on the kickoff with the additional yardage, you may want to game plan and just boot it high and make the kicking team return and try and pin them in deep. Or you just go ahead and boot it through the opposite uprights and take the guaranteed touchback.
Man in motion is Agnew. Throwing to start the drive. Washington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
A give running right, ETN. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Washington buying time to his left. They juked him, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. ETN up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target. Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play. And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest. You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. Pollard again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd. And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Prescott, and this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Washington. And this is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to try and throw. Out to his left. Pushes him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Washington. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Washington. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Washington. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. to throw on second down. Washington. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now third down and very long. Off play action. Washington. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Washington eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And Cooks has it over the middle. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Plenty of scoring here already. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down. Washington. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Washington rolling to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Washington flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes you're...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson fighting his way through contact. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Washington escaping the pressure right. Fights through it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Washington. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Here is 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, ETN. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Washington. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Muscles him off. Down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less designed runs like that.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, first down.
Following the fumble recovery, Washington.
A short throw there to Strange. This is 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Washington. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Broken tackle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect it out.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars are back within a score. The CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Washington. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And out now come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you get...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Now with 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Washington. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But running for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Prescott on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Oh, he faked it with a jump. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Prescott yet again. His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to... homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
On first down, Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Washington. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Washington. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Washington. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had so much shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, look at the juke. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. A final shot before break. Washington eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Here's Prescott. Incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Washington. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly the 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Washington. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Washington. Pressure gets to him again. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. They're going to try and throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on third down, Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on 1st down, Washington.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action, Washington. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Prescott. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically The teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues for a Lombardi trophy on the line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Washington being chased, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First down, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So on 4th and 1, the decision is, hey, let's take 3, but lo and behold, they'll come away with nothing.
Yeah, it's a disappointing outcome, isn't it? Especially since you know that offense didn't want to come off the field. And now not only do they not get the chance to go for it, they don't get the 3 points either.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here's a give to Etienne.
A little juke, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw. Washington. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A second down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Hey, just him! Just him!
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now, they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Washington.
That's to a man who had some good years in a Cowboy uniform, Amari Cooper.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down. Washington.
They'll get this off to ETN.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The defense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Off the play fake. Washington. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught.
And he's got some space here.
Now inside the 25. Michael Gallup.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 75 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off play action. Washington. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the tension ratcheting up. Taking it right down Broadway. Running free at the 45. Michael Gallup. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A handoff for Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, ETN once more. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. On third down, Washington flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Here's Prescott. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw on 3rd down, Washington.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw again. Steps away. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Washington. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Washington.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, 88 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hug.